Welcome to the show, everybody. In this week's cryptocurrency roundup brought to you by CryptoNews.com, we are looking at all of the exciting ICOs and listings that are going on with all of our favorite cryptocurrencies. Before we get into that, of course, a quick reminder that this is, of course, not professional financial advice. This is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. Let's get into it. Looking at the markets this week, Bitcoin 8,460, up 3% on the 7-day, but we are still, of course, $11,000 under recent all-time highs. Ethereum has taken quite a beating in the last week as well, down 13.7% at $521. Litecoin has been kind of chilling around the 160 mark. Cardano presenting itself as a fairly decent buy, under 20 cents, even though it is up 7% on the week. EOS has had a nice run of things. However, there is, of course, still a lot of red in the market, but many of the drops that we have seen are not as precipitous as some of the other ones that we have been seeing in recent weeks. Asia to take off with its own ICO and cryptocurrency. They are planning on introducing cryptocurrency to their loyalty rewards program. Of course, cryptocurrency and loyalty rewards are a match made in heaven, but nevertheless, it is a giant company and they'll probably raise insane amounts of money. Speaking of money, Verge is asking for your money. If you are a Verge community enthusiast, well, they're on hard times and like to raise a bit of money in order to do marketing, help land some partnerships, and of course, help spread awareness about the Verge cryptocurrency to do real-world adoption. This points, of course, to the fact that it is so good that cryptocurrencies like Dash give a certain percentage of every block reward to the Dash Foundation so that they don't have to go and ask for donations later on. I think it's a very important thing, and Verge should definitely think about implementing that in the future. The guys over at Tron, 10 days until the Tron testnet comes out. Finally, I know, right? This will be, of course, great news and should hopefully go at least a little way towards quieting some of the Tron pessimists out there. Limpo looking at a new coin model. Now, they, of course, have just come out of their ICO recently, but nevertheless, very exciting that they will be distributing 20% of the company shares to token holders. So you will not only have the utility token, but you will also have real equity in the company. That's a pretty exciting business model and certainly a very interesting idea. So lots of exciting things happening with Limpo. Waves, 3 new projects are coming to Waves. Now, this is part of the Waves ICO incubator. We have Trade Engine, Paytomat, and Digilira all coming out. We're not going to be doing any in-depth information on those. If you do want to find out some more info, go and check out their websites. But nevertheless, that is very exciting news to see that Waves has some projects building on it. We're in that stage right now with a lot of these projects where we have to see them actually getting business, because now is when it counts more than ever, that we do see so many different platforms competing with each other. Windcoin is no longer Windcoin. It has been listed over on Binance. If you're going to be going over to Binance to pick yourselves up some Windcoin, please be careful. Do realize that the first day of an exchange listing can be pretty brutal, up and down. So do be careful if you're going to go out and grab some of that, guys. But it's finally here, so that's very exciting. Speaking of other things that are finally listed on Binance, NEM. Whew, about time. NEM has just published a list of projects that are built on the NEM blockchain. Of course, it is quite a large list of things. Obviously, nothing compared to Ethereum. But NEM does need to keep working and marketing hard because a lot of the blockchain platforms are developing a lot of projects. Obviously, we just talked about Waves a minute ago, but Qtum, a lot of projects being developed. Icon already has, I think, 12 ICOs lined up in the near future. People are already starting to have ICOs that will be launched on Cardano and launched on EOS when they come to mainnet. So the competition is big out there. The team over at NEM have removed the mosaic that they were using to track the CoinCheck hack. So this situation has nearly come to its end at this point. For any of you who didn't know about the CoinCheck hack, silly guys over at CoinCheck left $500 million of NEM sitting in a hot wallet. The NEM team tried to respond and track that money. Largely successful. Not too many details about it, of course, as the investigation is still quite fresh. Bit of exciting news out of Australia. A NEM Community Fund has been successful. These guys are traveled by Bit. They're going to be using Zem payments and giving discounts to Zem users for those traveling across Australia. Steller has had over 300 submissions for their 6th Build on Steller challenge. That's amazing. That shows a gigantic interest in people wanting to come to the Steller platform. And you can see why with news like this. Lightning on Steller, lowering already super low fees to insanely low fees. That, of course, is very attractive, I think, for anyone who wants to be using Steller. But also, for all those building on Steller, you're going to be able to do a lot of things with Steller that you may not be able to easily do with Ethereum at the moment anyway. So that is very exciting to see. And final news of the day coming from our friends over at Komodo. Komodo now covers atomic swaps between 95% of all coins. In particular, this is possible because anything with a Bitcoin code base, or now Ethereum, and all ERC20 tokens can be atomic swapped over on BarterDex. That is pretty impressive. Obviously, we are waiting for things like NEO or NEM to be added into that mix. But nevertheless, that is pretty exciting news. The DICO is back. That is the decentralized ICO. We did have a potential DICO last year. However, at the last moment, the guys over at Komodo decided to pull it because they thought they just weren't ready to do it technologically. However, I think they have corrected whatever was wrong at the time, and they are now ready to move ahead with the world's first DICO. First one being Block Nation. We also have one called Utrum coming up shortly after the Block Nation DICO. So keep your eyes open, guys. They're coming. And finally, the guys over at BitPanda are launching Pantos.io. Now, this is going to be a multi-blockchain token system. It's a very interesting project. They're going to be supporting Bitcoin, Ethereum, Waves, Komodo, Lisk, and NEM right from the start. So a very exciting project. Definitely something you might want to check out if you're looking for interesting ICOs this month. Anyway, that's the news for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.